Hello children, so here I am with a new topic, adjectives, right? So in this chapter we are going to learn about the different kinds of adjectives. But before we move on to the topic, let's recall or revise what are adjectives first. What are adjectives? Do you remember? Yes, adjectives are the describing word. So adjectives add more information about a noun or a pronoun, or we can say in simple language we can say they are the describing words, or they give or they add information to a noun or a pronoun, right? So they talk about the noun and pronoun in a more what we can say in a more explanatory way, right? Now there is a warm-up exercise here which we will do after completing the chapter. Now we come to a topic, kinds of adjectives that we have to learn from this chapter. Children, namely we have got 9 kinds of adjective. What are they? Let's see. They are adjectives of quality, then adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjective, distributive adjectives, emphasizing adjectives, possessive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, and lastly the 9th one is proper adjectives, right? So we have got 9 kinds of adjective. So we are going to discuss about each one of them in a detailed way. Now first we talk about the first one, that is adjectives of quality. So in the beginning only I told you adjectives are the describing words. So these words or these adjectives, they tell us about the quality of a person or a thing. So they give the information about a person or a thing, or the characteristics, features of a person or a thing, we can say. For example, Ravi is an honest man. So here we are talking about a man whose name is Ravi. And what kind of man he is? He is an honest man. So the word honest is an adjective which tell us about or which tell us about the word man, which is a noun. So this honest word is describing Ravi. What is describing about Ravi? That he is a man of honesty, or he is an honest man, right? In the second example also you can see Pradeep is a lazy boy. So here also we are talking about a boy whose name is Pradeep, and this word lazy is describing the quality of the word boy. What is boy? Boy is a noun. So it is describing the boy. What kind of boy he is? Lazy. Right? So I hope you have understood about the first kind of adjective. Now we move on to the next one. That is adjective of quantity. Adjectives of quantity, in this children we come to know about the quantity, how much. Or these are the adjectives which tell us about the quantity. For example, he ate the whole cake. So the word whole, it is an adjective of quantity. The word whole is describing the quantity of the cake that he had eaten, right? And in the second example also you can see there is some milk in the jug. So some, this is the adjective. It tells us the quantity of milk that is present in the jug. But this adjectives of quantity doesn't tell us the exact number, right? Now we move on to the third type of adjectives, that is adjectives of number. Now it is very clear from the name itself, they talk about the number of people or things, right? So number, they tell us about the exact number, right? And then how many people and how many things. And they are further divided into two. That is definite numeral adjective and indefinite numeral adjectives. The word definite means the exact. These numeral adjectives tell us or denote an exact number, a proper number. For example, like the cardinals number 1, 2, 3, or the ordinals number 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So they denote an exact number, exact proper number. Indefinite numeral adjectives do not denote an exact number. For example, all, no, many, few, some, any, certain, several. So from these adjectives, we are not able to come to know about an exact number. So what you have understood, children? Adjectives of number tell us the number of people or things. They are divided into two: definite numeral adjectives and indefinite numeral adjectives. Definite numeral adjectives denote an exact number. Indefinite do not denote an exact number. So I hope the third one is also clear to you. Now we come to the fourth one. Fourth one, demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative means these adjectives help us to point at a particular person or thing. So when we use these adjectives, when we have to point out something, when we have to point out a particular person or a thing, we use demonstrative adjectives like this man, that man, this boy, that boy, those men, these women. So these are the demonstrative adjectives. So they help us to point out a particular person or thing. For example, this boy is stronger than my brother. Try to understand from this example. So suppose there are many boys standing over there and I am comparing a particular boy with my brother. That this particular boy, this boy is stronger than my brother. So I am pointing out a particular boy, this boy. So from this word, this, I am able to point out a particular boy. Right? So these are the demonstrative. Demonstrative means to point out at a particular person or thing. Now comes the fifth one, distributive. Distributive means to divide. Refer to each one of a number. Right? Divide means to divide or distribute each one. For example, every student must be punctual. So this word every, this is a distributive adjective and this word refers to each and every student. It denotes everyone, right? So there are four distributive adjectives. These are each, every, either and neither. Now we come to the sixth one, emphasizing adjectives. Emphasizing adjectives are used for emphasize. When we have to give stress or when we have to emphasize something, we are using the emphasizing adjectives. For example, this is the very book I need. So means I am emphasizing on a particular book. I am emphasizing on a particular book by the word very. By using the word very, this word very gives stress to the noun book. Right? So, emphasizing adjective used to emphasize something, used to stress on something. Right? Now, we come to the seventh one, that is possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives show possession or ownership. The things which shows ownership or belongingness. For example, this is my computer. So, the word my, this word my shows the belongingness, the ownership, the possession. That particular computer belongs to me. That is her mobile phone. The word her. This word her is also showing the ownership. This particular mobile phone belongs to whom? That particular mobile phone belongs to her. So possessive adjective means possession or ownerships. Now we come to the eighth one, that is interrogative adjectives. The word interrogative, you all know it. Interrogative means the words which help to ask questions, right? So the words which help to ask questions are known as interrogative words. And interrogative adjectives, the adjectives which help to ask questions. For example, which song do you like? Song is what? Song is noun, and the word which help us to ask question about the song. Which song do you like? So it is an interrogative adjective. It helps us to choose the song, right? Now we come to the ninth one, that is proper adjectives. Proper adjectives modify nouns and pronouns. Modify means they add meaning to noun and pronoun and are formed from proper nouns. Children, you remember about the common nouns and proper nouns? What are proper nouns? Proper nouns are actually the special names. When we talk about a particular person, place or thing, that is a proper noun, a special name. And second thing about the proper adjectives are that these proper adjectives are always capitalized. So what are the things you have to remember about the proper adjectives? First of all, they add or they give information about noun and pronouns. Second thing, they are formed from proper nouns, right? Proper names or special names. And third thing is that they begin with a capital letter. This will be more easy for you to learn from the given example. The example is, I like Chinese food. Now, what is food? This is the noun. And the word Chinese is modifying the food. I'm talking about a particular food. Which food? Chinese food. What is Chinese? It is a proper adjective. And this word Chinese is formed from the proper noun China. China is a proper noun, name of a country. And the word Chinese is derived from the word China, right? And third thing, you can see that it is capitalized, means it begins with a capital letter. In the second example also you can see, this is a German car. So German, the word German comes from the proper noun, formed from the proper noun Germany, right? And second thing, it modify the word car and it also begins with a capital letter. So with this, children, we have completed the kinds of adjectives. Now the exercises which you have to do it in your book and copy. So let me tell you about that. Exercise E, children, this exercise has to be done in the copy, right? Now exercise B has to be done in the book, C also to be done in the book, and exercise D also to be done in the book. So how many exercises are there? We have overall 4 exercises, A, B, C, D. So exercise A has to be done in the copy, while the rest 3 has to be done in the book itself, right? Now one more thing I want to tell you about chapter 5. You all must be thinking, why ma'am has not done chapter 5, pronouns. So beta, in your first half yearly syllabus, chapter 5 is not included. It is excluded from the first half yearly portion. The chapter is not in the first half yearly, right? Chapter 5, pronoun. So that is why we have not done it, right? Now the warm-up exercise, as I told you, today we have only completed the half of the chapter. Half of the chapter is still left. So when we complete the whole chapter, then we will do the warm-up exercise. Now about the exercises A, B, C, D, I'll send you the PDF of that, right? So from the PDF. Try to do all these exercises in the book and in copy. Only one exercise you have to do it in the copy, the rest 3 has to be done in the book. So whatever part that has been taught to you today, please go through it, learn it and try to understand from it. So with this, children, I take your permission to say goodbye. Thank you. Keep learning.